2021 PSLE Math question answered. In this practical math video, we are going to look at the 2021 PSLE Math question that may be hard to solve for some primary 6 children. Now let's read this question together, okay? Helen and Ivan had the same number of coins. Now since we are looking at coins, it's important to differentiate whether we are looking at the number of coins or the value of the coins, alright? So these two things are not the same. The number of coin refers to how many coins we have, but the value of the coin refers to how much the coins are worth. Here, we are not looking at the value of the coins, but the number of coins that Helen and Ivan each had, which is great because there's one less thing to be confused about. Now, what kind of coins do Helen and Ivan have? And how many coins do they have? Well, reading on, we are given that each of them had a mix of 20-cent coins and 50-cent coins. Now let's draw a table to help us see this better, okay? So here we have Helen and Ivan, and we're going to draw two columns, okay? Because we know that each of them had some number of 50-cent coins and some number of 20-cent coins. Helen had 64 20-cent coins, so let's put that in. And Ivan had 104 20-cent coins. Wow, that's quite a lot, right? Now let's think about what we can tell from this. Since we know that Helen and Ivan have the same number of coins, this means that whatever number of 50-cent coins that Helen had, plus the 64 20-cent coins that she had, must be the same as whatever number of 50-cent coins that Ivan had, plus the 104 20-cent coins that he had. Following so far? Let's calculate the difference in the number of 20-cent coins that they had by subtracting 64 from 104, alright? And what do you get when you work this out? I hope you got 40, and if you did, great job. Now we know that Ivan had 40 more 20-cent coins than Helen. Let's rewrite this in our table, okay? We are going to break up 104 into 64 and 40. And this is going to help us see things a bit better. Now since we know that Helen and Ivan had the same number of coins, this means that if Ivan had 40 more 20-cent coins than Helen, Helen would need to have 40 more 50-cent coins than Ivan, right? So that the total number of coins that they had is the same. Following so far? So if we use 1 unit to represent whatever 50-cent coins that Ivan had, can you guess how we are going to represent the 50-cent coins that Helen had? Helen would have 1 unit plus another 40 more 50-cent coins, right? Great. Now that we got everything we need in this table, we are going to read the question and see what we are supposed to solve. Who had more money? And how much more did the person have? To answer this question, let's look at our table, okay? Looking at our table, what can we tell? Can you see that when we compare the number of 50-cent coins between Helen and Ivan, the total value of coins for this part is going to be the same, since the number is the same, but Helen has this extra of 40 coins, right? When we compare the number of 20-cent coins between them, what else do you notice? Can you see that the value of these 64 coins are going to be the same, but Ivan is going to have an extra of 40 coins over here? Now to find out who has more money, all we need to do is to compare the value of these 40 50-cent coins with these 40 20-cent coins, okay? And see which one has more value. Let's do some calculations together, okay? When we multiply 40 by 50 cents, we are going to get 2,000 cents. And when we multiply 40 by 20 cents, what do we get? We are going to get 800 cents. So when we compare these two amounts, can you see that 40 50-cent coins is actually worth more than 40 20-cent coins? And because of this, we can tell that Helen is going to be the one with more money, right? And that's because she's the one with more 50-cent coins. Now how much more does she have? Well, when we subtract 800 cents from 2,000 cents, we are going to get 1,200 cents, which is the same as $12. Do you get that? And that's our first answer. Helen had more money, and she had $12 more. So how are you finding this PSLE question so far? Do you think it's easy, manageable, or insane? Let us know in the comments below, alright? Next, we are going to look at the second part of the problem. In this part, we are given that a 50-cent coin is 2.7 grams heavier than a 20-cent coin, and we're asked to find the mass of Ivan's coins in kilograms, right? So let's think about what we know so far. We know that Helen had 40 more 50-cent coins than Ivan, and we know that Ivan had 40 more 20-cent coins than Helen, right? When we compare the mass of the coins, can you see that this number of coins are going to weigh the same? And this number of coins are also going to weigh the same, right? The only part that has a different mass is going to be the 40 50-cent coins that Helen has over here, and the 40 20-cent coins that Ivan has over here. Do you see that? Now let's see how much the actual difference in mass is. We are given that one 50-cent coin is 2.7 grams heavier than one 20-cent coin, correct? Since we're looking at 40 of them, let's multiply 2.7 grams by 40 and see what we have. Do you get 108 grams? Alright, we are given that the total mass of Helen's coin was 1.134 kg, right? Since we know that Ivan's coins are going to be 108 grams lighter than Helen's coins, we are going to subtract 108 grams from 1.134 kg and then see what we have, okay? Now since we need to give our answer in kg, we are going to change this 108 grams into kg before we start to work this out. So how many grams are there in 1 kg? Do you see 1000? If you did, you're right. To change this 108 grams into kg, we are going to divide 108 by 1000, okay? And this is going to give us an answer of 0.108 kg. Do you get the same mass? Now that we're done, we're going to subtract this from 1.134 kg. When we subtract 0.108 kg from 1.134 kg, we are going to get an answer of 1.026 kg. And that's the mass of Ivan's coins. Now that you have seen how to solve this 2021 PSLE math question, do you think you know how to solve this PSLE math question again if you ever see it? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.